Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner for ivanmisner.com, and I have a question for everyone. Truth or delusion? You can network anywhere, anytime, any place, even at a funeral. Yikes. Is that truth or is that delusion? Well, the answer may surprise you because my answer is truth. You absolutely can network anywhere, anytime, any place, even at a funeral. However, and there is a really, really big however, and that is you must always honor the event. You must always honor the event. So walking around, you're passing out your business cards is probably not a good idea, not a good idea at all. It really depends on how you define networking and what networking is to you as to the appropriateness to network anywhere, anytime, any place. To me, networking is about finding opportunities to help other people. And there is no place that's inappropriate as long as you're not trying to sell something to someone. So passing out your cards is not a good idea, but networking is about making connections with people and trying to help them. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Years ago, I was at a church event, it was beautiful afternoon. I was living in Southern California, and it was one of those potluck things where everybody brings a meal. Beautiful sunny afternoon, and there was a gentleman there that I wanted to meet. I wanted to connect with him, but it was a church event. So, can I network at a church event? Absolutely. You do so by connecting and asking the other person some questions about what they do, which is what I did. I asked him about his business and what he focused on and what was his specialty in the business and who's his target market, those kinds of things. Then I asked him a question. And this is a great question to ask at the end of a series of questions when you're talking to someone about themselves and their business. I ask, so what are some of the challenges that you have in your business? And you can't start with that. You can't go, hi, my name's Ivan. Hey, what are some of the challenges you have in your business? That's not what I'm saying. Instead, I'm saying have a conversation with somebody. I ask that question because that is a great opportunity for you to possibly help someone. I discovered this when I was a management consultant, that I'd be talking to people and I'd find out about one of the challenges they have. And rather than try to sell them on my consulting service, what I did was I'd say, hey, I have a great article on that might be of value to you. Would you like me to mail that to you later? Email that to you. I'd be glad to send it to you. And it was a great way to make a connection, find a way to help someone. So when I asked this gentleman, what are some of the challenges you have? He said something really interesting. He said, well, to be honest with you, my biggest challenge is business is doing really good, and I want to contribute to the church and to other nonprofit and charitable organizations. But I'm not quite big enough to have my own foundation. In some years, I have more money to give than others, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this in a way that makes sense. And that's actually one of my bigger challenges right now. And I said, wow, are you familiar with community foundations? Because community foundations will allow you to set up funds in their foundation so you can have your company name fund and make it look like its own foundation, but you're part of a larger community foundation. In Southern California, it's one of the biggest in the world, the California Community Foundation. And I said, you can set up a fund for not a whole lot of money and then make contributions to charities as you want. And in good years, put more money in, and, in lean years, not put any money in if you don't want. And he said, oh my goodness, that is exactly what I've been looking for. I've never heard of such a thing. Hey, wait here, let me get you my card. Would you please have someone, do you know someone there that you could make an introduction? Would you please have them contact me? And I said, yeah, absolutely. I'd be more than glad to put you in touch with the development director there, which I did the very next day. Now, here's my question. If I'd have picked up the phone a week or two later and called him and said, hey, we met church. It was great talking to you. How did that work out with the referral to the community foundation? Love to get together and chat, talk a little bit more about your business. Maybe you can learn a little bit about what I do. Do you think he would have taken my call? And would he have said yes to the appointment? The answer to both those questions is yes. He absolutely would have taken my call, and he would have set up the appointment. Why? Because I looked for a way to help him, not to sell something to him, but to genuinely help him. And so if networking to you is about finding ways to sincerely help other people, then in that circumstance, you are honoring the event. And yes, you can network anywhere, anytime, any place, even at a funeral or a church, as long as you're genuinely trying to help. Hey, this is Dr. Ivan Misner. Thanks for watching.